Hey everybody, didn't get much of a chance to take the boat out today, so did a little shore fishing. Went to Stephensville. In the previous video I said Stephensville, and I was corrected today. Wish I had a video of that. But went out there and tried out my new rod holder that had just made. I made this thing out of PVC. It fits around the railings of the little docks that they have there, so can fit 3 rods and nice little compact package. Worked out fairly well. I'd never worked with PVC before, so that was a little bit of an experience last night. But I was pretty much happy with the way it worked out, and it did work today. It worked as expected. There are a couple modifications I'll do on it, but in general, I think it's the ticket for this year anyway. I don't do a whole lot of shore fishing. It's just when I don't have enough time to get out in the boat, and I don't have anything else to do. That's what I'll be doing. So, especially during the run. But with that said, I don't think the fish have made it up to Stephensville yet. There were not a whole lot of boats out of Hortonville either. So even with the reports of people saying that they've been catching fish up there, there's no doubt that they've been catching some fish, but I don't think the bite is as hot up there as people would let on. So I'd still stay. My plan is to stay south of New London for the weekend. Most of the reports I've seen are Fremont and south, and one of the guides on Lake Link said that they caught them north in 14 to 18 feet of water, and that's a credible report. So I wouldn't, personally, I'm not going that far north. I really expected to, based on last week, but apparently the cold snap has kind of stopped the progression, up north. So it's going to be a little while yet. Looks like, if we look at the weather next week, looks like late in the week there's going to be 50-degree weather, rain just about every day. So if we get enough rain in the next week and a half or so, it could happen. The water is still pretty low and there's not much of a flow, but even if it doesn't fill up the marshes so the fish can spawn, that good amount of flow will get the walleyes moving, and that's always a good thing. I've got some video here of my time fishing. I did hook into one big fish. I'm pretty sure it was a catfish. I thought at first maybe it was a sturgeon, so I kind of wanted to get it up and take some pictures of it and to put that on the vlog. But when I got the fish close to the shore, it was I could see the fin and it really looked like a catfish. I couldn't get any pictures of it. As soon as its back hit the air, it was going the other direction, and my rod still has 8-pound test. I'm still using the rods I used on the lake. Just kind of regret that now. Usually I use 30-pound braid and 20-pound leader on the river. But as soon as the fish kind of understood what was happening to it, it went the other way, and it was probably a 30-pound catfish. And there was no stopping it. I let it pull as much line as I could, but it was on the verge of spooling me. So I put some pressure on it, and it broke me off. So you will see that in there. It was some excitement anyway. It was fun. As far as techniques, I was using 2 3-ways and jigging, one jigging rod with a 1/4-ounce jig. Don't know how much to go into detail about techniques here. Be interesting in the comments if you don't know what I'm talking about. Let me know, and I can at least point you to different videos or maybe do a video on it. I made a few decisions for the plans of my channel. I intend to document 100 fishing trips in the Winnebago system in the next year or so, and document every decent sized fish I catch, the little dinks that you catch, the 10-inch fish or whatever. I'm not going to measure those or take a picture of them, but everything, that I would consider a keeper. So, 13, 14, 15-inch and up. Document all those fish, and also any of the weird stuff that happens on Winnebago, that I can get pictures of. Sometimes you catch a weird fish or two. I plan in documenting when I catch fish and when I don't. So, the trip I took to Pier, although now than Winnebago system, but I'm counting it. But that I was skunked, and then the one today that I was skunked. You're going to see that. I'm not going to post those things on Lake Link, so it's just going to be for the channel subscribers. And I think those are important. As if you're looking to figure out how to fish the system, I think those things can really tell you that. First, I guess they could tell you a few things. One is you're not alone. If you get skunked, I've been fishing for 4 years. I think I've got some level of consistency, and it does happen that you get skunked. If you're not on a bite or things change, it could take some time to get back on track. And it's not just you and me; it's the guides as well. I mean, I've been at the boat landings enough where the guides will ask you where the fish are. They've got a client there, and they're obviously not happy, and they're trying to figure out where the bite is. So it is a matter of information, staying on the bite, and like you with me watching this channel, you get at least one data point of they're either here or they're not. So that's about it for this fishing trip. So with that information, let's get out and fish.